Hi, I'm Akarna.
Hi guys, I'm Anamika.
We are the founders of Anamify, which is a team of certified and experienced relationship coaching with a combined experience of nearly 3 decades in our team.
Our aim at Anamify is to help people create healthy, happy, and harmonious relationships with other people as well as with themselves. I am practicing coaching from last 5 years and also I'm in the field of energy healing. I also work as a meditation instructor for people and I create customized subliminals, just a gist of what I do. I am an insight meditation practitioner and also a tantra practitioner. You guys can always read more about me on the website.
I have been in the field of relationship coaching for last 22 years. I started my practice in Australia where I was settled for last 21 years. I did my diploma in life coaching from the Coaching Institute in Melbourne. I'm also a numerologist, a tantra practitioner, as well as an author of 2 books. Using the principles of emotional intelligence, mindfulness, Tao, and laser coaching, we now help people to create happy, healthy, and harmonious relationships with themselves as well as with others through our work at Anamify and with the help of our team of laser coaches.
So let me share with you guys the top 3 reasons why conscious matchmaking is the need of the hour. First one is, where are these emotionally mature people? So if I ask you to look around, how many of people can you confidently call emotionally mature? If you look around in the society, people around you, just in your own lives, you'll see that people are very inconsiderate, they feel very insecure, fearful, living their lives unconsciously, unempathetic, at times self centered, greedy, and so on and so forth. And out of these people, we are trying to find somebody who's emotionally mature. So, first of all, there are only a handful of people whom we can actually call fairly emotionally intelligent. Now, secondly, the situation comes that all of such people are scattered around. So there's no such thing like there's a physical island where all of these people come together and live together. It's like they're scattered across different regions. So our goal is to bring those people together. Second reason, 90% of fake profiles. So almost every person that we speak to who is looking for a serious, emotionally intimate, long-lasting relationship, they go to various platforms and when they come to us, they just tell us that 90% of the profiles they find are fake, or maybe they just end up meeting people who are very superficial, or maybe just looking for casual relationships, or just sex or money, or even finding people who are scammers, right? So, all different sorts of experiences that they go through. And we can understand for somebody who's looking for a genuine connection, for a genuine relationship, finding these kind of events and people again and again can be very demotivating, exhausting, and tiring. And ultimately, they feel that they're losing hope and they're never going to find their right person. Then, the third important reason is that people don't want to fall in the same trap again. So, people have gone through their own share of hardships in relationships in the past. Maybe a bad divorce, maybe a bad breakup, just a heartbreak, and they now have this awareness that they don't want to go through the same experience, the same cycle again. So at times they have trust issues, at times they don't feel confident that how they can find these people with whom they can have a different kind of relationship. So they have the awareness of wanting something different, they just don't know how. So now they are looking forward to taking help from somebody who knows this stuff and then take forward their lives in a different way, not repeat the same cycle, the same things that they have experienced. So these are the top reasons, the top important reasons why something like conscious matchmaking is needed and why we are bringing it forward.
Let me explain what conscious matchmaking is. In traditional matchmaking, a matchmaker collects requirements from the boys' side and girls' side. Requirements such as family background, educational background, financial background, caste, religion, preferences, likes, dislikes, etc. He then uses this data to come up with potential matches and then proposes it to both sides. In conscious matchmaking, we also cover a third angle, which is often missed in traditional matchmaking. In this third angle, we also consider requirements in order to evaluate the emotional maturity of a person. From our experience of nearly 3 decades as a team of relationship coaches, we are well aware of why a relationship becomes dysfunctional, toxic, abusive, and ultimately fails. Most people become aware of these factors only after marriage when it starts going down. They have no idea that they needed to evaluate these factors at the time of matchmaking. But we do, and therefore, we not only take the requirements from both sides, but we also put in requirements from our side in order to evaluate the emotional maturity of the two people that we want to matchmake. We do this by using the principles of psychology, human behavior, emotional intelligence, and mindfulness. This way, we ensure that every match is between two emotionally mature people, and that is why we call this conscious matchmaking. Now, I will tell you top 3 reasons why conscious matchmaking is India's first and only matchmaking service that ensures you find an emotionally mature partner. Number one, we are relationship coaches first and matchmakers later. Anamify is a team of relationship coaches with nearly 3 decades of experience in the field of relationship coaching. We have interacted with thousands of people on their relationship related issues. From these interactions, we have collected data that shows us why marriages become dysfunctional, toxic, abusive, why they fail, why people cheat, why divorces happen, why marriages become loveless and sexless. In conscious matchmaking, we use this knowledge and experience to identify the red flags now that could create problems later. Number two, traditional matchmakers are not psychologists. Using the principles of emotional intelligence, mindfulness, psychology, and human behavior, we first identify the design of each person who registers. A dedicated relationship coach is assigned to each person who spend time to evaluate them on multiple points in order to identify the red flags that could not only lead to their rejection but may create problems later in their married life. This coach not only identifies the red flags for them but also guides them and handholds them to address them. This aspect is not covered in traditional matchmaking because the matchmaker doesn't come from a psychology background. Number three, we focus on sustainability. Our aim is not just to get two people married. Our aim is to help them create happy, healthy, harmonious, and a long lasting relationship with each other.
So you now know what is conscious matchmaking and why we have created something like this. Maybe you're contemplating if you are somebody who should go ahead for this or not. Let me share with you a few pointers that will help you decide if this is for you or not. First of all, if you are somebody who feels tired and exhausted of dating sites or matrimonial platforms. So in all of these platforms, you have lakhs and lakhs of profiles, and out of the filtering and screening process, you go through so many profiles and you find then one such profile after such long efforts, and that also maybe works, maybe does not work. So it's like a long, exhaustive process every single time. And if you feel you're tired of doing the same process over and over again, this is good. Second, if you are somebody who just does not want to waste time on doing this kind of an activity of filtering and screening, so maybe you have your own personal or professional responsibilities, maybe as a single parent, maybe as somebody who's handling a big team, or just a business which does not allow you the time and energy to put into an activity like this. Right? And you have the awareness that if you have to find the right partner, you need to do something like this. But it's just that you don't want to waste the time and energy into the trial and errors that happen in this process. So you want it to be more productive for yourself. If you resonate to this, then this is great. And the third point is you just don't want to put yourself like a display to thousands of people. So, because of various reasons, at times you may feel that you don't want to be displayed on public sites. You are at a certain position at your workplace, you do a certain kind of work that is impactful, you've reached a certain position or designation in life, and you want to keep the sanctity, you want to maintain the sacredness of this activity, and you want to keep it discreet for yourself. If you resonate to this one, then this is something that you definitely need to look into because this is completely discreet. The fourth point, if you've gone through your own share of hardships in previous relationships and you have this awareness that something needs to change in the way you approach relationships, change in your own perception, change in the way you look at things, and you're willing to do something about changing your situations and doing things differently, you have this awareness. So this is something where the fifth important point, people who identify themselves as shy or introverts. So if you are somebody who wants to have a deep emotional connection with somebody, and short talks is something that you kind of avoid at all costs, right? And you want to just bypass through that process and you want to meet people and look who are looking for that kind of a connection because that's what you value in life. So if you resonate to that as an introvert, a shy person, or somebody who prefers something like that. So if you resonate to any of these points, I'll say go ahead and submit your expression of interest.
Namika already covered who should apply for these expressions of interest. I also want to cover that who shouldn't apply. So if you are someone who is looking for matches on the basis of caste, community, kundali matches, astrology, and those kind of things, then this service will not be full. If you are someone who doesn't have the time to follow the advice and the guidance given by the relationship coach, then this service is not full. If you are someone who doesn't have the time and bandwidth to connect with the potential matches that Anamify will suggest you, then also this service is not full. If you are someone who wants results fast, then also this service is not full. If you're someone who is desperate or under some kind of time pressure, then also this service is not for you. And if you're someone who doesn't care if their partner is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent or not, then also this service is not for you. So if any of these points apply, then there is no need to fill the expression of interest because this service will not meet your requirements. Other than that, we welcome you, we invite you to fill the expression of interest and let's see where we go from there. So just to give you an idea of the kind of people that we have, the profiles that we have people who are from senior leadership management roles, people from HR, people who are doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants, professors, government employees, businessmen, businesswomen. So as you can see that most of the profiles that we have are highly educated, highly potential people, and that gives you an idea of the kind of partners that you could expect. This all sounds good, then we invite you to fill your expression of interest and let's see how things go from there.